Hey, Whipple, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alrighty. Alright, we got some big NFL topics to talk about today.
All right, hit me.
So major stuff went down, and let me pull it up right now. Hey, Hachi, how you doing? A1 viewer, thanks for joining. Hachi, Andy Dalton signs with the Chicago Bears. How do you feel?
Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
Good luck with him. A 1 year, $10 million deal.
He's just a backup. He's just a coach, a mentor to a rookie quarterback. You know, don't think too much of it.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff happened today. Some Cowboys news. Cheetaway Awuzie is signing with the Bengals. Also, Mike Hilton is signing with the Bengals. Cowboys signed CJ Goodwin to 2-year deal for $3.5 million. And Cowboys also signed former Bills offensive tackle.
Signed us to the Bills.
Cowboys signed former Bills offensive tackle T.Y. Nasicki. The Cowboys have
Tyrod Taylor to H-Town.
Yeah, the Cowboys have
Janoris Jenkins to the Titans. That's one I do see.
The Cowboys have preliminary interest in safety Keanu Neal. So that means that's a big word, but let's see. So that means that he has interest in us and we have interest in him. All right. So here's some major NFL news today. Takk McKinley signs with the Browns. That's gonna be a good defensive front next year. Takk McKinley and Myles Garrett. Can you still hear me, Whipple?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so that's gonna be one good offensive front or defensive front right there. Mike Hilton signs with the Bengals. Yeah, we already talked about that. How do you feel about that as a Steelers fan?
I'm crying myself to sleep again tonight. That's how I feel about it.
Oh
One
man,
of the best slot corners in the league just left our team. How would you feel?
Yeah, what's it called? Some good news for you guys though is Raiders release Pro Bowl center Rodney Hudson, and you guys need a center because your center retired this year.
Yeah, I mean, I could possibly see the ability of picking him up, but yet again, I don't know what his ballpark and what he wants for a contract because Steelers are low in cap space right now. And
Yeah.
if we don't, I think we could maybe sign into a 1-year deal, but it all depends on how much the 1-year deal is.
Yeah, what's it called? Well, the Cowboys are like really moving slow in free agency. I feel like by tomorrow that they're gonna be going and signing a few people. I mean, they signed a few of their own players this year. And we're probably gonna release most of the rest. So that'll free up some more cap space for us. But I feel like the Cowboys are gonna go for what's his name for the Falcons dude. Let me find it real quick. Keanu Neal.
Yeah.
He's got interest in us and we got interest in him. Some other news is Giants signed John Ross, wide receiver at the Bengals. Jaguar signed Shaquille Griffin to a 3-year.
Derek Carr is already bad. I don't care why they're letting go of the O-line so he could be worse.
Yeah, and the Jaguars signed Shaquille Griffin to a 3-year, $45 million deal. That was a surprising move. Tight end Hunter Henry to 3-year, $37.5 million deal for New England. And some big news for the NFC East fans. Ryan Fitzpatrick signs with Washington. That's some big news. Something to look at as a Cowboys fan too. Titans release first round pick cornerback Adoree Jackson. I feel like he's gonna be high in the market, and I feel like some people are gonna be bidding on him, and Cowboys, I believe, are gonna be one of the people that bid on him. But
My
Hachi,
question is,
oh, go ahead.
well, my question is, since they just released him, and since he was a first round draft pick, what year did they draft him? Is my question.
I'm not sure about that one, but I do know he was a first round draft pick. That's all I know.
All right, because depending on him, I feel like the Steelers may be able to pick him up and transform him. I'm not sure.
I mean, he's already pretty good. And they just released him because they went and signed someone else for cheaper. But yeah, Keanu Neal and also look for Dory Jackson. Two possible Cowboys right there. Let me
Keanu
see.
Neal can stay healthy, they'll be really, really good.
Let's see. How do you feel about Andy Dalton coming to Chicago?
No, just no. I would rather just keep Trubisky. For the Trubisky over Dalton any day.
So you don't want Andy Dalton? You don't like Andy Dalton?
I don't like Trubisky or Foles, but I don't like Andy Dalton either. So terrible move. They're basically just downgrading.
Thank you, one viewer, for joining on YouTube. Follow my podcast at Dallas Cowboys Central News, and I post stuff like this and inform all my fans of what's happening with the Cowboys or anything in the NFL. So yeah, so Will, who do you think you're gonna be going after in free agency as a Steelers fan?
I honestly don't know who we are going to be going after. I could possibly see us going after Rodney Hudson, but like I said, it all depends. Probably not. It's my thing because, yet again, he was a Pro Bowl center, and I feel that since the Raiders released him, it might be because of a money issue. And if that's the case, then it's probably because he wants more money.
Sorry, got to.
What's it called?
I got four.
Yeah, I don't know who the Cowboys are really gonna go after. They always tend to be that one team. Also with the Eagles, they don't go out and get big names. I mean, last year Eagles got the Eagles got Darius Slay, but that's like the only player that they brought in that's like a big name for in a while. Same with the Cowboys. Last one that was a big name for the Cowboys was I mean, like Everson Griffin, but they weren't no Everson Griffin, Dante Poe, but they were no good for the Dallas Cowboys. So the last one that was actually good for the Cowboys was Amari Cooper.
I think Everson Griffin was a trade at the start of the season.
Yeah, we traded him for a third round draft pick.
Was it this year?
Yeah, I think it was a 6th round actually. I'm not sure. We traded him for dirt cheap. Otherwise, we were just gonna get rid of him and put him on the street. He didn't play good for us at all. He wasn't what we were expecting him to be.
Yeah, you're expecting him to be like in his prime when he was on the Vikings, but
yeah,
they just get to him.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was going to have leadership and come into our locker room and take over, but that didn't really happen. But I do feel like Cowboys are going to be re-signing Gerald McCoy because McCoy's still training in the Dallas area. They're talking to him right now. It might be a possible signing there. I haven't heard any news on any of our other players like Alden Smith and Jordan Lewis. I do know that Awuzie was traded or released, or he signed with the Bengals. That was some shocking news. He's getting paid 10 mil his first year as a Bengal. I mean, I guess if he's worth that money, then he is. But I liked him. He was pretty good. I don't think after coming off an injury last year that he should have been worth 10 mil, because he was out for most of the year last year due to an injury.
Yeah.
Any NFL topics y'all want to throw out?
I mean, there really hasn't been much else to talk about. It's only the second day in free agency, besides the fact that the Pats have gotten a crap ton of people.
Okay, if you had one dream free agent you wanted to sign, who would it be?
Keanu Neal. I mean, two people. I mean, I'd want to sign Keanu Neal, but I also want Earl Thomas. But the Cowboys are probably not going to even be looking at Earl Thomas. I want the Cowboys to sign Keanu Neal and Richard Sherman.
I like Donovan Wilson.
Bud Dupree would be a good one.
Yeah, Bud Dupree would be a good one for sure. What about you, Will?
I just said Bud Dupree.
Yeah, TJ posted on his Instagram today. Could not be happier for Bud Dupree, a great player, an even better teammate. I'm going to miss our picnics in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, like, as a sports fan, when you see one of your favorite people leave your team, it's like how parents always talk about sending their kid off to school for the first time. You're sad to see him go, but at the same time, you're happy for him. It's the same thing with me watching Bud Dupree go to the Titans, because it's like you're sad to see him go because he's like one of your best players, but at the same time, he's chasing his bag, so I'm happy for him.
You're you're a Steelers fan, right, Will?
Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan.
Yeah, so day 2 is over.
My dream free agent would be Marcus Mariota. I think I would try to give him a chance. Give him like a 1 year reasonably better money, and then see how he does for that one season.
Yeah, someone I want as our backup next year.
Or Donnell Mooney.
Not
Donnell Mooney. Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, there's been some little bit of rumors talking that who should we have as our backup quarterback, and
Andy Dalton.
No, Andy Dalton's gone now, so we gotta move on to the next guy. You guys are the stupid ones that paid him. You guys are the stupid ones that paid him 10 mil 1 year. But hey, what's it called? But Cowboys are not gonna make any moves. They're gonna wait until probably tomorrow, around 4:00. I mean, for the next week, there's gonna be a few signings. I don't think we're gonna go all out like New England did.
New England went crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I see us just pick a few defensive players, but that's about it. No one special.
Bill Belichick was fed up after 1 year.
No, yeah, he seen Tom Brady on that schedule, and he was like, "All right, I'm spending this 70 mil in 1 day. We're gonna beat this mother."
You're not gonna leave me, and I think it's gonna be fine. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, what's it called? My as of right now, for my Instagram page, it's at Dallas Cowboys Central News. I just hit 150 followers on there. Thank you for that.
I didn't know they had that much cap room.
Yeah, they had it at the beginning. The Patriots had that at the beginning of the year. I seen
I
it.
thought they had like 40, 50 mil.
Yeah, they were in the 70s. That was crazy. And it's
Everything
below
based on
18 mil
contracts.
right now. That's crazy. That it's below 18 mil.
So they had like 88 mil then.
Yeah, they went crazy.
I wish I could see like a Hunter Henry, Cole Komet pairing.
Let's see.
Can
I'm
you give
trying
me
to.
the top 5 quarterbacks of this draft?
I don't know all the quarterbacks. I know. I think Trevor Lawrence is number one, but I don't really keep up with the other quarterbacks. I know Justin Field and stuff.
Yeah. Top 5 quarterbacks in the draft, you said, Hachi.
What'd you say, Hachi?
No,
No. You said top 5 quarterbacks in the draft.
5 quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, in the league. Well, Brady's obviously up there. Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, and then I'd probably have to say Kyler Murray or Dak. Dak would be.
You said Dak's a
Dak.
top 5? Hell yeah.
In my personal opinion, yeah, he keeps on doing what he's doing.
Dude, what's it called? When he was talking in the press conference, he was actually talking about how he looked up to Alex Smith and our backup quarterback was just signed. Alrighty, Hachi, you have a good one, man. Our backup quarterback was actually signed by the Bears, so now we need a backup quarterback. I mean, Garrett Gilbert's is good and all, but I feel like we should bring in Alex Smith because Dak Prescott was talking highly of him, and I'm sure Dak would love that. I feel like we can get him get him here for a cheap deal, and he could be our backup quarterback.
Yeah.
What's it called? Let me pull up some other news. I got some right here. I still can't believe Shaquille I think that's how you say his first name.
Yeah,
Griffin.
Shaquille.
Yeah, I still can't believe Griffin signed with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
What's it called? But today and tomorrow, be looking out for Casey Hayward possibly getting a contract because as of right now, he's one of the top cornerbacks in free agency. And then with
I feel
the
like the Jaguars might sign him and try and recreate their 2017 defense.
I seen some things that Saints might be trying to go after Richard Sherman. That's gonna be some. That's gonna be some. A great defense. Imagine him on their team. But I think now one of the top corners that is available, Adoree Jackson, and I feel like from the Titans, he's a great cornerback. Also, some other Dallas Cowboys news. Let's see. Let me find the player. I'm sure you know the player. Well, one thing I do want the Cowboys to do is go after Keanu Neal. But also a free agent, William Jackson II. He's a Bengal cornerback. You know who he is?
No.
Oh shoot! Well, he's been showing off pretty good and been doing really good.
I've heard much out of the Bengals secondary. I've heard a lot out of the Browns secondary, but not much out of the Bengals.
Yeah, he was one like star on their team, like the one good thing on their in their cornerback room. But he's being actually released, and he's gonna become a free agent. There's some talks that the Dallas Cowboys are most likely signing him. I mean, that could just be rumors, but hopefully not, man. Oh, some other news today is in the NFC East, Giants were struggling with signing Leonard Fournette or Leonard Williams. My bad.
Yeah, you said Leonard Fournette the last time you told that to me. I was like, why do they need Leonard Fournette? They have Saquon.
Yeah, they signed him to a. Well, he originally signed the $19 million franchise tag, and he thought that was a little low, and he wanted them to pay him his money, and he definitely just got paid by them. He's getting paid probably like top dollar. Let's see if I could find it real quick. There's some other news. Emmanuel Sanders signs with the Bills.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
Also, Titans are signing free agent cornerback Janoris Jenkins.
he used to be pretty good.
Jaguars signed Marvin Jones. Saints have traded defensive line Malcolm Brown to the Jaguars, and that's who I wanted the Cowboys to possibly go get. Here's some other big news. Texans are signing QB Tyrod Taylor to a 1-year deal worth up to 12.5 mil. Does that possibly mean a Deshaun Watson trade?
Maybe it's either that or they're just gonna drop him. Even though they said that they want to stick with Deshaun.
I feel like
they're gonna make a trade.
I feel like instead of
my question is for what?
I mean, they could get something good for him. I say they don't release him. There's no way you could release a quarterback at his talent. You got to go get yourself some picks and help your team. But
they're gonna shank it again.
Yeah. But they actually talking about Leonard Williams. He agreed on a 3-year deal worth $63 million, with $45 million fully guaranteed. So he got paid, but he was actually holding the Giants off for going free agents because they weren't sure the amount of money they would have had in free agency because they didn't know how much he was asking for. But I think it's still crazy that Ryan Fitzmagic is on the Washington football team.
It's either Fitzmagic or Fitzpatrick. Depends on the week.
Yeah, depends on what he wants to be that day.
Yeah.
One play he'll be just throwing throws a terrible ball, interception, and then next play he's getting his face mask ripped off, his head turned the other way, and throws a dime.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's a good signing for Washington fans. I feel like they're probably happy about him. I feel like they're hyping him up to be more than what he really is. They're all going crazy right now, and man,
because he did pretty decent as a starting quarterback for the Dolphins.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I mean, right now, I still think, to be honest with you, with the NFC East and the Dallas Cowboys and everybody in it, I feel like Dak Prescott is still number one quarterback in our league and our division.
Yeah, it's just like that one meme you showed me. Everybody in the NFC is watching their daddy get signed again.
Exactly. Dude, do you know how many times Dak Prescott just was whooping these teams? We were whooping these teams for a few years, and then it was us between us and the Eagles. That's when the Eagles were their like greatest. and we just kept going back and forth, us and the Eagles, of who gets the playoffs. But I mean, we had to give Washington their wins this year. We had to give them a little taste of that, taste of the playoffs, because I mean they ain't going there again next year. Cowboys are gonna be there. Just a bold statement, and also for the one viewer on YouTube. Right now, if you follow me on Instagram at Dallas Cowboys Central News, I posted something a while back. But if the Cowboys do go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl, I mean, it's a little bit unlikely. I'm gonna be growing out a mullet. That's what my fans wanted, and I'm also gonna be getting a Cowboys tattoo.
I can totally see you doing that.
Would you get a Steelers tattoo?
Maybe.
Who's your do you think Juju's actually getting signed?
By who?
By you
Steelers
guys.
again? Probably not. Just from his hints at it, but I mean, there still is this like possibility.
Yeah.
There still is gonna be that wanderlust of like, hey, come back. But it's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, Skip Bayless right now is pushing so hard that the Cowboys can go sign Earl Thomas, and trying to. I mean, he'd be great on our team, honestly. But I feel like we're gonna go get that Keanu Neal. I feel like Dan Quinn's gonna want that guy, and he's gonna make that. He's gonna make that happen. And that's our biggest need right now is safety. I mean, I believe he's a strong safety, and we already got one, Donovan Wilson. But I'm sure one of them can be uh one of them can be our free safety. But also about Keanu Neal, he said that he could play linebacker too. I mean, I can kind of see Dan Quinn seeing that he's interested in playing linebacker too, and being like, I this is our guy. We got to go get this guy. I mean, last year we did get a few sacks, but Cowboys need to be top 10 in sacks next year. I feel like we can be top 10. I do feel like we're missing some people on defensive tackle to like take the double teams and all that. But I do feel like we need some blitzing at least maybe one more edge rusher, and like a nice linebacker that's good at blitzing too. And I don't know how Dan Quinn's gonna do. I did post an episode on him on my podcast, and you could hear my opinion about him and what's happening. But hopefully, I'm just hoping his connection with Keanu Neal pays off for us.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, and I seen a post by Awuzie today that he he posted about the Cowboys and said thank you to the Cowboys fans, and he was basically saying his goodbyes, and that shit hurt because he was my favorite player ever since Byron Jones left.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any other good corners, and then Trayvon Diggs comes along, and then I guess it was time for us to depart our ways. Who do you think the Saints quarterback's going to be next year?
Quarterback?
Jameis Winston or the other dude?
I'd probably say Jameis Winston over Taysom Hill. And plus, Cam Jordan said that he believed that Sean Payton had said that Jameis Winston was going to be starter.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a bunch of memes on them saying that they're going to be fighting back and forth for that starter position.
They may.
I'm actually hoping to talk to talk to a Washington fan soon. I'm message some more fan pages that no one's really answering right now, but I know I can get someone on the pod about them. Ask them how they feel about Fitzpatrick and ask them some good questions there. I feel like that's a podcast for tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, this would probably wrap up this episode. Thank you, one viewer, for tuning in, and thank you for anybody tuning in on Spotify. Alrighty. Thank you for joining, Will.
Yeah, no problem.